Hello, everybody. Christian, front to back vinyl. Just playing around with StreamYard, seeing who's out there. If anybody is interested in coming up, let me. I posted a StreamYard link. I have yet to have another person on. At least recently, I'm getting more familiarized with this software. There's some different layouts, cropped layout, group layout. I'm not sure how this will. It's just, I guess, if you have a bunch of people, you can. Oh, okay. Anyway, got a bunch of cool stuff coming from Discogs. There's a Canadian band called Angel. I've got two of their records, but there are a bunch of other ones. So I want to get more of their stuff. The band Angel. I think they're from Canada. They were on the Casablanca label, same label as Kiss, and I think it was sort of like the opposite of Kiss. I mean, they're both hard rock bands, metal bands, but they dressed in all white, not like Kiss with the leather and black outfits and stuff. But got three Angel records coming. I've got two already, so I think I got all of them. One of them's coming from a seller from Japan, um, but he has a store in America, so um, I have to be patient with that one. But I know one person is watching. Say hi in the comments if you'd like. Um, what else? Yeah, I was thinking of doing some doing like a desert island disc albums that I mean really like bare bones down to like maybe a dozen records I can't live without, uh, which is going to be difficult. Me being a Beatles fan and the solos era to narrow that down to like one album by that artist. I can't do multiples by the same artist, but I think the exercise would be to pick one record by a particular artist and make that like a desert island disc. I know people have done it on the vinyl community, but I thought I would try my hand at that. Um, Definitely the ones that I would pick would be ones that are sentimental to me. Um, yeah, I would say. But I don't want to start picking. I don't want to start telling you what I'm going to pick because I'm I have to think about it. So if anyone's out there, I noticed a couple people got StreamYard link in the comments, and if you are a friend of mine and interested in maybe coming up and saying hello, just to kind of test the equipment here, I really appreciate it. So yeah, today I did some ultrasonic cleaning. I cleaned 19 records today, and a lot of these records were pretty filthy. When I go through sellers through Discogs, they seem to be more their thing. Their store is specifically about selling quality vinyl, and most of that stuff is good. But I've been buying stuff off of eBay, and I like eBay because you can actually see you can actually see the record, you can see the condition of it, and sometimes they'll say we'll take an offer. So Sometimes I've really lowballed my offer, something they're asking $12 for. I said, I'll give you $5 for it. And sometimes people try to squeeze as much money as they can, but I've had a few people bite $5, like can't think of which one it was, but yeah, I mean, doesn't hurt. I mean, when somebody says we'll entertain offers, sometimes they go super low, and sometimes they'll bite because they just want to get rid of the item. They may have been on eBay for a long time. So right now I've got a bunch of stuff like those Angel records and one other one which I really don't want to talk about until I get it because it's kind of has a story behind it why I got it. It's an artist that is connected to a band that I like. That's their lead singer that they were going to that they were going to have in the band, but they decided to go with somebody else. So I will talk to you when that record comes in. Then I could sort of talk about the records I want to do for the Desert Island Disc thing. I think it would be a cool idea. So we got a couple people out there watching. Hello, welcome. I did put I don't know if anyone's out there that I know. I put StreamYard connection in the comment section. So if anyone's out there, let me turn this off. I think you can still hear me, but yeah. So anyway, I cleaned 19 records today, and amazing. Some of these ones I got from eBay were really dirty. I got them super cheap, but that goes with it sometimes. It's like sometimes they're not play tested albums, but they are graded as VG plus. I will not buy anything that's a VG or under. It's got to be VG plus or better. At least for me, if I were ever to sell a record, I would undergrade it, something that's stone mint, like just cracked open and played once. I might call it near mint minus. But when it comes to like a used record, like from the 80s or 70s or 80s, that's super clean, minty, I'll grade it as a VG plus. Just because I don't want any backlash. I've done that. I don't want to deal with that anymore. Like putting stuff on eBay and then having the customers saying, "Oh, you said it was near mint and it looks like VG, but one person's grade system's different than mine." So I try to undergrade when I do sell stuff. I try to undergrade it to like if it's mint, I'll put it as VG plus. I don't know. Definitely helps to let me see if I'm going to try something. Uh, yeah. Oh, well, that button didn't help. I think they want you to. Sorry, I'm fiddling with buttons here. Yeah, I don't know how to do that stuff. Picture in picture, like take stuff off the internet and then put it up on the screen like that. And yeah, just playing around with these buttons. Okay. I guess it's pretty self-explanatory, I guess. But anyway, beside that, I was thinking of maybe doing a Tom Petty um, collection, as you know, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers have been uh, huge. My band and my that I love, since I first heard them in '81 or something. Like when Damn the Torpedoes came out, 79, 80. And originally I thought it was Bob Dylan. But anyway, I've seen Tom Petty 4 times in concert, and I've also amassed a lot of stuff. Um, I've got some that CD box playback that's CD only. I've got that. That's really cool. It's got B sides and rare stuff. Even has Mudcrutch, his first band, and also I ran out of MoFi sleeves, those Mobile Fidelity sleeves. Um, I usually get them from my guy, my record store friend who owns a store, and he sells the 50 pack of Mobile Fidelity for $20 in tax, um, which is a great deal. But to get to his store, it is about at least like 30, 45-minute drive over there. So I didn't feel like doing that. So I just went and ordered it from Music Direct in Chicago. I've been to that store a few times. I would love to get new speakers, but I don't know. I really don't want to be dropping a grand or more on speakers. Like I said, I live in an apartment building and I really can't crank my music at all. So even if I got new speakers, I really wouldn't be able to appreciate how great they are. But yeah, I've been to this store, Music Direct, and they have like a layout. You can listen to certain speakers, and they got like the most expensive turntables I've ever seen. But they have a whole wall of Mobile Fidelity, one steps and all those things. Um, yeah, you go crazy buying that stuff. But I don't have any Mobile Fidelity vinyl. I do have a few SACDs on Mobile Fidelity. They're all Bob Dylan titles. So I've got Blonde on Blonde, Nashville Skyline, and Desire. I know the vinyl is extremely hard to get, so I was able to get the CD. So I got that, and there's nobody's out there today. I know live streams during the week at this time. Hey Magnum, thanks for checking in. I'm just rambling, pressing buttons here. Um, different setups. Hey Ed, thanks for joining. Just saying hi. What's going on out there? Get anything new, Ed? I know you like to order stuff from Europe. I think you got like this huge freaking box of metal records from Germany or something. Um, yeah, with all the what's going on in the world. Yeah, I mean, I guess thanks, Meg. Click things and ramble. So like, I'm just pressing buttons and seeing what happens. But little stuff like that. That's if I were to have more than two guests. Oh, very cool, Ed. Yeah. He's about to send me another box. Man, you're lucky. How long does it take you to get records from Germany? Like it usually take a few weeks or I was amazed. I actually bought what was it? I bought Ozzy Osbourne No Rest for the Wicked mint US copy from a seller in Japan. And that seller no longer sells in America. But and what else did I get? Testament, New Order, and Practice What You Preach, like first US pressings in like near mint minus, I mean like near mint condition. And I'll swear, I got those records in 3 days. I think I ordered them on a Friday, and they like arrived on Monday. Like I forget how it was sent, DHL post or something like that. Take a while, several weeks. Yeah, I think UPS Global, I think it's called Global, something like that. As long as you have a tracking number, um, I'm kind of weary about ordering overseas at the moment. A few things from the UK. Yeah, that's good. Within a week, that's really good. That's pretty good. Um, yeah, I haven't. I just got that Selector record bag, which I showed in a video a while ago, and I've only used it once, and I found it kind of awkward. But I've noticed people in the vinyl community that own them. I guess the shoulder strap is adjustable because I didn't try to adjust the strap. It was like, it was like sort of in my armpit the whole time, and just you can extend the what do we got? High roller. Yeah. Well, it would depend on the item. If it was like a super grail, um, it works better when completely full. Gotta buy more. Right? Uh-oh, I'm an enabler. Sorry, Magna. Yeah, man, you gotta buy an Aerosmith album if you don't have one already. Um, Trying to think what's the your favorite Aerosmith album. Mine is Rocks because that's got Back in the Saddle. Oop, you got a Richard. Hey, Richard, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for checking in. Hi. I heard some companies ship to the U.S. at the moment. Yeah. Yeah. There is a couple of Japanese stores that well, there's the one that I told you about. They did just open up a US store, but it does still takes time. I did buy an Angel album, their debut album, in like VG Plus condition, and oh, cool! I know Maiden's like your favorite band. And I know you got some like really cool rare stuff. Like I think they're 12 inches or something, 12-inch singles with bonus tracks and stuff on them. That's very cool. Yeah, I'm still behind on Maiden stuff. The last one I bought is um the one where Bruce Dickinson came back to the band, that first one. The one with the blue cover. I can't think of the name right now unless I go, start digging in my wall. Yeah, I didn't realize there were so many 12-inch singles, Ed. And beside the music, that art made the artwork is so good on those covers of Eddie and stuff. So that you got it, Ed. Brave New World. I couldn't think of the title. Yeah, that's the last one that I own by them. I don't own any of the anything after that. I think I have It might have been a live album, but I bought it on CD. Favorite Aerosmith album, Draw the Line. That's right, man. You told me about that once. Yeah, that is a solid record. I definitely like that. It's not my favorite, but it's definitely a good one. Solid record for sure. Check Richard. Uh, yeah, it's just cool that these UK and Japan stores are kind of making it work. Because I'm sure a lot of the business that they get comes out of America. Um, in Canada too, I think. Not sure, but yeah, yeah. I think when Bruce left Iron Maiden, they put out a couple records. Maybe I'm confusing bands with Judas Priest, because I know Rob Halford Rob Halford left the band for a number of years, and they did put out a I'm a completist with Aerosmith. Not sure what my favorite is. Earlier for sure. Yeah, of course. Um, I would say Rocks and Toys in the Attic. I think. Um, th- yeah, that early stuff's great. The first album has got moments of greatness, but it's not. It's not a solid record from start to finish, in my opinion. Because yeah, I did an Aerosmith record collection, and kind of went through and listened to all the records over again, because you know don't watch don't listen to those very often, so it was kind of nice refresher. And X Factor, virtually okay. Blaze Bailey, you're right, that's the name. Yep. X Factor, I definitely heard good things about that one. Pump is also a great album. Yeah, I don't have that one. I think I may have had it on CD at one point, but I don't know. I do see it available on Amazon. Yeah, original pressings are the way to go. I'll tell you what, Ed. I know you like Testament. I think thrash. Anyway, I got those. I got those first U.S. pressings from Japan of Practice What You Preach and The New Order. And recently, after I bought all those, they put out, like the orange vinyl and the blue, supposed to be reissued. And saw Chuck Billy opening the records and saying, "Oh man, it kicks ass" and everything. But I watched a bunch of different reviews of those records, and everyone unanimously thinks the OG pressings are much better. They're louder, and they're also okay, just like Metallica. Those first three albums, you can't go wrong with those. But I love Testament. I buy all their stuff. Um, I was just about to say the artwork is awful on the reissues. I heard it's blurry and dark. I saw some channels like showing both sides. Maybe I don't know why they did find the original artwork. Um, they take them from the CD, so it's really this was a future. Yeah, Yeah, I have, like I said, I have an OG. It's like near mint. It's stone solid near mint. Near mint mine is. Um, I'm not seeing it freezing up. Oop, Ed, are you freezing up or is it on my end? I've been having trouble. I did a Ario Speedwagon record collection live yesterday, and I was having some freezing going on. I do apologize. There, see, uh, there's some people. Some people are having a problem. Yeah, yeah, Richard. It did freeze up on my end just now after talked about it. Freezing for me too. Okay. I don't have a new router. All I did, I mean, I guess I've been lucked out with the not freezing up on my one live stream. It was fine, but I'm going through a Wi-Fi signal, and I'm thinking everyone's home right now. Okay. I appreciate you guys helping me out here because that's why I'm here. I'm trying to make things as good as possible. How do you check the upload speed? Um, is there something on StreamYard that can be adjusted? I'm I'm no expert on that stuff. If you know how to go about doing that while I'm live, I'm using a laptop and a webcam. Google speed test app. Well, I'm using a laptop. I don't know if I can download apps. Can I? I don't know. Mm, Let me check my settings here. See if anything happens here. See network, internet speed. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Um, 1 gig down, 25 meg up. How do you adjust that, Ed, on your end? How do you film your videos? Do you use your smartphone or do you use a laptop? I'm using a laptop it's an older laptop, but it's got like a lot of storage, like a terabyte or something. Um, and so I upgraded my camera, which is much better because my old camera was making these ticking noises throughout the videos. This camera, if everything looks good, let me know. I don't know. Speed test in Google. Is your iPhone and then loads for my Mac. Oh, that's a good idea. I don't have an iPhone. I just bought a new phone. It's Samsung Galaxy A36 5K, but the thing is with the camera built in there, I can't have this wide shot of all my records behind me. When I try to shoot with my camera, I tried earlier today, and you could barely have room to show a record. So if I'm if you see that my picture is cutting out like a lot, let me know. If it on my end right now, everything looks fine. I don't see anything. I did have one moment where the screen went out, but anyway, yeah, I can't afford a smartphone. I mean, realistically, those are just so expensive. Little jittery. Yeah, I don't know. I have to. I do definitely have to look into that speed test thing. Um, Let me see if I could go on. Well, I'm running this through Chrome, if that makes a difference. Let's see what this is. No, that doesn't help. Um, I'm gonna try something real quick. Is the speed test free, or do I have to pay for that? I'm hoping it's free because speed test. I'm gonna try something. I may lose you lose you for a second. Speed test. I'm running. Ooh, okay. Internet speed test. I will give you an answer to your question momentarily. Um, Internet speed test. It's doing something. Let me write this down. I actually have some info for you guys. What it says here. Mbps. Okay. Okay. I just ran my laptop through. It's 23.5 Mbps, and then it says 15.5 Mbps upload. I don't know what that is. That good or bad? Or I would think it might be kind of bad. Not sure. 23.5 Mbps megapixels, 15.5 Mbps upload. Um, yeah, okay, that's cool. Okay. Well, when I go on Google and I get that report, is there a way that I'm supposed to be able to like boost those numbers? Um, Interesting. I really appreciate you guys helping me out here, trying to make a quality live stream here. Oops. You need about 10 to 12 for an HD stream. From your, it's from your IPS. Technically challenged person. Yeah, I wish I knew how to do that. Do I go in my settings or something? Change that? Not sure. Let's see. Internet server, internet service provider. Oh, okay. Depends on your ISP, internet service provider. Duh. Makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I may I may have to give them a stream at Patrick's. When I stream live on Patrick's, how is my part? I haven't watched Patrick in a long time. Since I got this new channel, I need to find his channel and subscribe to him. So I couldn't tell you, Patrick's, how your picture looks on his stream. Don't know. How do I look? You look fabulous, Ed. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, so since I got this new vinyl community channel, I had a channel before called CGC Vinyl, and I started that channel in 2022, and had to abort that channel for reasons that are kind of scary, and I don't want to even go into it right at this particular time. Um, I'm not sure what you mean by that. No, look on the stream. I mean, I'm looking at myself in the screen and it looks perfect. It looks nice and sharp, good sound. Only once did I see the screen like go black and then it came back like 5 seconds later. But anyway, I really appreciate everybody that checking in. I don't know if who is it? Richard Vinyl Tap House. Are you still out there? I'm really kind of I don't know. I go into these frenzies where I'm buying stuff like crazy, filling in holes in the collection. I did just do Sammy Hagar's collection. I got everything up until the self-titled Sammy Hagar album when he was just started with Van Halen, but I've got everything prior to that. But now I'm like down to I really gotta cool it because Christmas coming up, and before you know it, there's gonna be a night I've actually had to put the heat on. Hey, hey, Jeff, I love the early Sammy stuff. Is great. I was listening to his third album. I forget what it's called, like moving. It's not moving pictures, like mirrors or something. And I swear, there's one song he sounds just like John Cougar, not John Cougar Mellencamp, but John Cougar, like Hurts So Good. A few of those early Sammy records, he's really trying to get his sound. Just I got that I found a really nice clean copy. Yes, I don't live in the city, but I do live outside of Chicago. So yeah, I was really was sad I couldn't make that Chicago VC meetup because I was in Wisconsin for a week visiting with my mother. She's 91 years old and lives by herself, so I had to get up. Me and my brother go up there. So I had family comes first, but the last two times they've had VC meetups in Chicago, I haven't been able to attend, unfortunately. Oops, let's see. Yeah, Jeff, really love your those things you got when you're on vacation. You got like all this great stuff. Oh, okay. Vance and I. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. I saw the video. I think that's how I discovered your channel was through Vance because I subscribed to you. Yeah, one of these days, maybe maybe around my birthday, because I usually get money for my birthday. I really want to get downtown and it'd be great if Vance could show me these places, but I would like to go to Dusty Grooves. That looks like a really cool store. And there's only one. Reckless Records, there are three locations. Um, it's tough, man. When I go to these stores, it's like just not enough money to buy everything you want. I really have to be disciplined and just get what I absolute. Yeah, you got some great stuff, Jeff. Man, I was really amazed at all the stuff you got, and you got really good prices. You got the stuff for a really good price too. Oops. Yeah, there's those two stores I know for sure. But Dusty Grooves would be one I would like to go to. Let's see, Ed, you love upcoming collection update. Yeah, yeah, I look forward to seeing that, man. Um, there's a store I go to that's near me. It's called Record Wonderland, and their logo is Alice from Alice in Wonderland. Um, Man, I've really dropped a lot of coin at that store, but they are on the pricey side. Um, First time I went there, they had a $5. They had two or three boxes of $5 records, and they were all really. I got a bunch of stuff, $5 records, really clean stuff, 80s um, stuff. Um, didn't see a lot of metal there. I think I think the metal stuff they had was really on the high end, like original. Like if they had a practice what you preach, they'd probably be asking 150 or more for that. I mean, they did have on the wall. They had like a Australian pressing of ACDC. Um, you know, yeah, ACDC, like Australian pressing TNT or some of those, and they wanted like I didn't even look at it, the condition, but they were asking well over $100. Um, and but I've gotten good stuff there too. I do bring some stuff. Well, I'd really have to do a record purge one of these days. It's really hard because I did a major purge a couple years ago, and I'm already regretting getting rid of certain titles. Uh, like Elton John. I like early Elton John, everything up to like Caribou, and all that '80s and beyond stuff. I got rid of all of it, and oh, cool. Isn't that on the? Is it their own label? I forget what it's called. I don't know if it's Young Records or something. I forget what it's called. Yeah, I mean, I'm literally running out of room here. You know, that's it, Albert. You got it, Albert. Yeah, those are really cool. Just like, I mean, you can't compare AC/DC with. I was thinking of Bob Marley in the Wailers, like original Jamaican pressings. Um, like the early, like their first pressings, Bob Marley and the Wailers were the Jamaican pressings were on like his own label, or it wasn't Tough Gong. It was whatever. Anyway, similar deal. Like Australian pressings. Yeah, but those Australian pressings are very cool. Purge dupes. I regret it later. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. There's certain artists that I collect stuff. Like I want everything that they put out, good or I don't have lots of doubles. I only have multiples of a certain artist that I brag about on here a lot. Um, but for the most part, um, I'm old school. I like black vinyl. Just give me a black vinyl, and I'm happy because obviously it's easier to clean a black vinyl because you can literally see the dust sitting on the record. When it's some splatter vinyl, some really fancy pressing or something, you can't see shit. I have dupes. Yeah, I like those Testament ones we were talking about, and I bought them, and I ended up before they shipped the order, I canceled it because I'm like, why should I? Just to have it on splatter vinyl. I mean, with a shitty artwork, it doesn't look as good as the original, and the sound quality is quieter than the OG. So I'm like, you know, oh, what's this? 8 different pressings of Marillion script for a Jester's Tear. Yeah, I uh, I really need to get into Marillion a bit more. Um, that's impressive. 8 different pressings. Um, don't. I have a buddy. I no longer talk to him because he moved to Arizona, and I never see the guy, but he was total Marillion head, even Fish solo records and stuff. And Yeah, that's a good way to go. Do it because think of how much you're spending on the reissues, and OGs are always going to hold their value. Uh, yeah, so that's a good way to go, Jeff. OJs. I did just buy a reissue. Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually saw Marillion, not with Fish, but the Steve, I forget his last name, but I saw them in Chicago at it was the Holidays in Eden tour. It's at the Park West in Chicago, small little venue. But yeah, I mean, they were doing all that Fish stuff and stuff. My friend was singing along, totally rocking out. But, yeah, yeah, I need to, and my friend was a drummer too. So he'd put on uh, a script for a Jester's Tear and just crank it. He had a drum set in his basement, so you could play it loud as he wanted, and he would just sit there and just be in the zone, just kind of just play the drums along with it. Oh, there's a question for Jeff. I've been doing a lot of skipping ratios. I've got released in 92 and back. Yeah, yeah. OGs are great, but um, I also have an OG, a Blizzard of Oz, Ozzy, and a friend of mine gave it to me. I think my brother had it when it first came out, but it was a bit noisy. But and I ended up getting the Walmart exclusive, the gray with the red splatter. And I look at the cover. I mean, I could go and search, show you the difference, but the Walmart exclusive, the cover is very dark, and the sound quality is really good. I have no problem with the sound. It's probably not analog, but just wanted a clean copy to play. But yeah, these reissues, I don't know what they can't find the original artwork. All ladies never got. Yeah, well, good. That's great. You're able to get all that stuff. Oh, Jeff is commenting. My friends can give the LG about. Yeah, I mean, I'm still keeping the OG, even though mine I've ultrasonically cleaned it more than once, and there's still a little bit of snap crackle pop on it. But as a player, I'm still going to keep it because it's probably still worth something. I would put the condition at a VG on the vinyl, um, but I'm still going to keep it because OGs are still desirable. Um, some people love snap crackle pop in their vinyl. I don't know why. They're like, if you can't handle the snap crackle pop, start playing CDs instead. But you know, we've all. Oops, we got a little picture just went out there for a second. Exactly, and they're all black. This whole this whole phenomenon of you know feeding into the collector of all of us, like variants, different splatter vinyls and different colored vinyls. I mean, Paul McCartney's totally guilty with that. McCartney 3, there's like 20 different variants. It's stupid. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it either. I mean, just visually, like putting the needle on the record, sometimes you can't even see like where the grooves start because it's so busy, the artwork. Yeah, I prefer black, but people say, well, black is a color, so what's wrong with red, a solid color? I have less of an issue with splatter. Yeah, I could do without that. I prefer black, not for the cleaning issue. King color ones do have surface. No. Yep. There's ones that were the color is split in half. Like one side is red and the other side is white. And I remember Vinyl Richie saying that when the record's spinning, like between those colors, he's getting a click, 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 because you're getting basically two pieces of vinyl and they're sort of gluing them together and smushing it on the press. And it's just, you know, so I understand. I mean, because pure vinyl, pure virgin vinyl could be, perfect black vinyl as opposed to splatter, where all those little colors, you don't know how pure those are. They're probably not very. You see those videos of record press. You take like a blue puck and roll it through a bunch of Rice Krispies. It looks like different colors, and then they swoosh it down, and it looks like art. Um, the only reason I would get like a really nice splatter would be for a frame. You can buy these album frames that have a spot for the record to show. It was like some really special pressing. Let's see what Jeff has to say here. I recently found Feel the Fire Overkill colored reissue. Grabbed it. I never see. Oh, geez. Yeah. Yeah, man. Some artists, you have to grab them when you can. What do you think, Ed, about that? Overkill. That's a band that I don't have anything by. I'm embarrassed to say I don't own anything by them. I'm really not familiar with them. Um, Tough one to find, Joe. I don't know, reissues horrible. Yeah, well, you don't play the jacket, but I understand the logic there. If that's the only way I could get it, yeah. But I mean, to find like a really minty Overkill album, OG, I mean, you look on Discogs, it's insane. I mean, especially if they're overseas, the seller, you're talking, I pretty much everything Overkill title over here. Yeah. Well, are they, is your Overkill stuff, is it all OG pressings? Curious. If you do, you've got to go online there. Maybe if you got doubles on any of them. Okay, Overkill box set. So I was fine with the reissues. Okay, that's cool. 3 a.m. missing on vinyl. I haven't. 3 I am missing on vinyl. I have two. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if there's a box out there, Overkill box, that would be the way to go. I was almost tempted to buy the Wasp box set, but I ended up buying like a greatest hits, like a greatest hits of Wasp. But I would love. His vocals get on my nerves over time. I don't know. Sorry to say that, but his voice kind of gets on my nerves a little bit. What's his name? Blackie Lawless. But, OG's up through years of decay still. I know Jeff knows what you're talking about. I don't know anything about that, but as far as OGs go, I mean, I would love to get the first three Metallica on OG, like US OG pressings, like they're on Megaforce, I think. The the first three Metallicas I have are like the Walmart exclusive on the colored vinyl. 6 albums starting at number 2. They don't have the first one in there, Jeff. I wonder why. Maybe it was on a different label. Sometimes band when they first start out, they're on like a small little label. Just like the Black Sabbath, the Tony Martin stuff. Yeah. Okay, yeah, different label. That makes sense. Oops, sorry about that. I have Silver Label, Megaforce, Kill 'Em All, and Ride the Lightning. Wow, that's cool. I'm sure those go for a pretty penny for really clean. Yeah, Silver Megaforce, that's cool. Feel the Fire was an Atlantic. Oh, okay. Is that still out of print at the moment, or is that did that other label independently release it? It's cool. It's cool to have it all in one box. Just like I was going to compare it with the Black Sabbath, Tony Martin era, how they were missing um, Eternal Idol, and then they reissued it at the Record Store Day or something. What's that? Jeff, do you have that? That's curious to know that. You've had them since the 80s. That's awesome. Yeah, unfortunately, when CDs came out, I really did dump a lot of vinyl. No, at this point, I only have the box set and Feel the Fire. Okay. And I think in the 80s at the time, I wasn't a huge metal guy. The only band that I did collect was AC/DC because I've been a fan of theirs since the live album. If You Want Blood, You've Got It. And then Highway to Hell. I did see. Yeah. I saw AC/DC with Bon Scott in '79. It was in the fall, like September, October, or something. And September, October of 1979. And then, of course, he passed away January or February of. Since Highway to Hell came out, I've been buying everything new as it comes out. I just hooked on that band. Hey, we got Sam checking in. Hi, Sam. Appreciate you stopping by. Just kind of testing the equipment and stuff and having a nice little conversation. And yeah, I'm really trying to get more subscribers right now. When I had my old channel, I was doing a lot of shorts and getting a lot of subs that way. But anyway, that's something I don't want to really do because all those people are people that aren't real. They're not real uh, people that watch my channel and you know are that leave comments and get a friendly rapport with with you guys. I consider you guys friends. But some of you get all these oddball people subscribing. I had over 2,000 subs, 2,100 subs or something like that. And now I'm at 95. I'm stuck at 95. I had 96 a couple of days ago, and somebody unsubscribed, and now I'm stuck at 95. And I'm like pumping out all these videos and doing live streams. And I guess the more you do it, the more the word gets out there. But yeah, If you're since you're watching, if you could give this video a thumbs up, it'll get this stream out there. If you could give it a thumbs up, I appreciate it. Well, yeah, anyway, going back to like uh, albums that I've collected since the 80s, definitely AC/DC is a band I've been collecting all their stuff. I do have OGs on most of that stuff. I lost one today, but could be bogus channel. I lost one today too, but it could have been from a bogus channel. I got, yeah. Yeah, I don't know all about that, but I noticed the more subscribers you get, the more negative comments and people on your stream. And sometimes you'll get some weird person from, you know, some person from Africa, or like some weird person will come in and just start giving you a bunch of negativity that I don't need. I know everybody in this chat room; they're all friends of mine, so uh, very cool. Um, Weird person, and here I am, and we love you, Jeff. I haven't found you since before I had a channel, and I don't leave messages to every videos, but I always give it a thumbs up. I watch every single video. And amazing collection you got. You got stuff. A lot of bands I never heard of at all. Completely. Yeah, no problem. I like the beard, Jeff. That looking good. I think that looks really good on you. Very cool. I can't grow a beard. Well, I do. I look like a horrible. When it gets really long, it looks really bad. But you have a good beard. You look good. But anyway, yeah, Overkill's a band I never got into. I don't know, man. I started when I was on vacation. Yeah, man, keep it, man, for a while. Aaron Mutha Alomar, he dyed his beard black or something like that. I'm like, dude, you know, you look good with the salt and pepper beard. Just leave it alone, man. I don't know. My dad had a beard, and he used to let it go white, and he ended up letting it go white. So, but anyway, yeah, it's kind of a chilly night here. I actually had to put on a heat my portable heater in my bedroom because it's so freaking cold. And of your landlord when they decide to put the heat on. Yeah, definitely makes you look more distinguished. So yeah, I can believe that. It was pretty chilly, but you know, I bought this little portable heater years ago. The thing works like champ. It's like I don't want to jinx it, and the thing's gonna end up breaking. But yeah. So the only thing I have coming is the band Angel. I think they're out of Canada on Casablanca record. I think Jeff, you probably have some of their stuff. I have two of their records on vinyl, and I found like a lot of. Okay. Hey man, thanks Jeff for chiming in. Nice conversation. You have a great evening. Thanks. Okay. Yeah. Angel, yeah. I forget whose channel it was. It might have been the CD Cave, that guy. I think he had Angel's first album on the wall behind him, and I actually took a photo of the TV and did a Google image search, and it was the debut. I'm like, well, I'd like to get that. So I found it from the seller that originally out of Japan. So it's a really nice VG Plus copy. Hopefully, it's more like a, you know, hope he undergrades more than overgrades. So I got that coming, and then I have two other ones. Yeah, yeah. I don't know how much I'm gonna buy, how much I'm gonna listen to that stuff, but it's on Casablanca, or at least the first few are on Casablanca. Yeah, there's two I see all the time. White Heat, I think, is the name of it. That one I see all the time. So I do have that one, and there's another one with a blue cover I bought. But I wanted to get the debut, and there's a couple other ones I didn't have. But I got them super cheap on eBay. Some people sell stuff in as a lot, like several albums as a lot, real cheap. So I bought a lot of. I bought one, the seller, really cheap. I think I appreciate it. And is the picture holding up now since we were discussing all that stuff, or has it been cutting out a lot? I mean, on my end, everything looks fine. Um, so anyway, it's an hour and 12 minutes. I'm gonna end this stream now. Still jitters a bit. Okay. Well, I'm gonna end the stream and maybe do a little homework and see if I can make this laptop a little faster. Anyway, thanks everybody for everyone that joined the stream, and we had a nice conversation. It was a lot of fun talking to you guys, and yeah, we'll see you on the next one. I do a live stream on Friday at 6 p.m. Central. I've done 2 weeks in a row and only had like a couple of people. So I may or may not, you may or may not see me on Friday at 6 p.m. Central. But anyway, gonna say goodbye. Good night, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon. Bye.